FETTUFIT. Weight loss. I lost 16th after fearing I was so fat I'd be made into a meme. TIPPING. The scales had a staggering 27 stone. Megan McCormac was terrified her size 30 frame was going to turn her into a viral internet meme. The mom of two from Oklahoma, U.S., had piled on the pounds after years of gorging on sweets and crisps while working long hours as a pharmacy manager. And Megan was so self-conscious she thought strangers would take pictures of her and turn her into a meme because she was so fat and 6 feet tall. However, Megan's turning point came when she was forced to use an extender seat belt to fit into an aeroplane seat. Determined to turn her life around, the single mother decided to have gastric sleeve surgery and commit to the gym, and has since lost an incredible 16 stone. Megan said, "I love my new body despite the expected transition that I don't think a lot of people are prepared for." Megan's weight first spiraled out of control when she began working long hours and would scoff on 2,500 calories straight before bed. She said, "I was working a regular shift, which is 10 hours, but that could extend to 27 hours. I maybe wouldn't eat all day, then I'd come home and eat all the things. You're talking less than 2,500 calories, but when you eat it all at the same time and right before bed, it destroys your metabolism and body, and it wasn't always the healthiest food. I'd skip breakfast every time, then there'd be a slight chance of having lunch. If I did, it'd be a shop-bought sandwich with crisps. Then I'd be eating around 11 p.m. or midnight, or if I was working on an overnight, I'd eat food at 8 a.m. that wasn't breakfast food, then crash. It would be something I'd eat right before going to bed. And before long, Megan noticed she wasn't able to keep up with her sons or do things other mums were doing with their kids. She was overcome with guilt when her two sons, Landon, 10, and Braden, 8, asked why they had never visited a theme park, but it was because she was too large to even fit on a roller coaster. Megan said, "Before the surgery, the boys had spoken to me about not being able to go to a local amusement park or water park. I felt so much guilt. It's such a simple request, and I felt really guilty." Megan's weight gain also took a toll on her emotions, as she began feeling increasingly low. "I was really fat and really tall. I was very noticeable. I'm 6 feet tall," she added. "I was sick of my own BS. I was sad. I couldn't go out and do things like amusement parks." However, the single mom was given a wake-up call when she took a flight and had to get a seat belt extension. She describes the shocking moment in 2013 as horrible and the most embarrassing moment of my life, adding, "I was mortified." The following 2 years, Megan lost 9 stone by slaving away in the gym, but soon gained half of it back. Then in October 2018, Megan decided to have gastric sleeve surgery, expecting it to be the easiest, most basic route. But she soon discovered she would have to do the work by overhauling her diet and hitting the gym 5 times a week. Megan said, "I'd worked so hard and I gained over half of the weight back. And not only that, I lost all that weight and was still fat. It was very frustrating. I chose the easiest, most basic route because it was the least risk and had the surgery on December 26, 2018. I was on a liquid diet for Christmas. I was beyond anxious. I was scared. I felt a little bit of guilt over it. I was ill. It was pretty rough. I look back now and don't remember the pain. It's like childbirth. It's painful, but not bad enough that I wouldn't do it all over again." Megan decided to commit to the gym to maximize her weight loss, and says it's now her happy place. "I went to the gym and felt anxious, but nobody was judgmental," she said. "I started walking and I met people there that were also walking too. The gym is now my happy place that keeps me from drinking and smoking and eating. I probably go about 5 times a week. I'll run a mile or 2 at home whenever I don't go to the gym. Then I lift weights about 4 times a week. I do cardio about 1 to 3 times a week." As well as hitting the gym, Megan also overhauled her diet and began eating little and often and packing her meals full of protein. She said, "I eat at least 5 times a day. I probably eat a little bit more than most people who have the surgery because of the energy I have to use throughout the day. For breakfast, I have eggs. They're protein-packed and quick. I'll have toast with that before cardio. Then I eat every 2 to 4 hours depending on what I'm doing. Cheese sticks are really easy too. I'll prep lean meats like ground turkey or grilled chicken. I do still have that grab-and-go lifestyle, but I put more thought into making it healthy. When I get home from work in the evening, I'll have the same thing. so I'll make a couple of quick things like chicken and sweet potatoes or brown rice. Less than 12 months on, Megan has now shed 16 stone, leaving her an impressive 11.7 lbs and a healthy size 14. And she even recently enjoyed her first flight with her kids without an extender belt. She said, "I get on the plane now, and it's more than big enough." The boys and I traveled to Washington State to see my family in July. This summer, Megan was able to enjoy her new figure by going to a water park with her kids and felt awesome when her oldest son Landon smiled at being able to fit his arms all the way around her. While she admits she has some sagging skin and is more striped than a tiger due to stretch marks, she loves her new body. My oldest son is absolutely adorable. The first time he hugged me and could touch his hands together, he looked at me and shouted, "Mom, I can wrap my arms around you," Megan said. That was months ago, and now he tells everyone. My youngest does the same. There's still anxiety when I walk into something small, and whenever I fit with ease, there's such a relief. It's hard to kill off some of those feelings. Even walking by a mirror, I don't notice it's me on the periphery. Then I think, man, I'm looking good. My dad asks me, "Why do you pull your chair up so far?" It never occurs to me. There's a chair at a local restaurant, and the first time I sat in it, I was way too big. It was so uncomfortable, and I was so embarrassed. They put us in there this week, and I feared I wouldn't fit, but of course I fit easily. I know my body isn't that size anymore, but I think it's muscle memory. I lived like that for over a decade. I'm way more striped than a tiger. There's white, loose stretch marks everywhere, but lifting has stopped it getting too bad.